Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Scan UK interview with Daniel Norell, $1 Million Circle member, Team Elite. I am super excited to be hosting Daniel tonight, and apologies for the live not working, but yeah, we are so excited. Daniel's got amazing information to share, so let's just get on with it. Daniel, can you just tell us about the start of your journey in Nu Skin and why you joined Nu Skin?
Absolutely. So about 15 years ago, I first saw the opportunity, and I saw it with the scanner actually. And what got me really interested and excited was I had an interest in nutrition. I had an interest in performance because I came from a background of playing professional basketball. And I just saw, I was always kind of taking a supplement, but I never really knew if they were working or so. My mom had always kind of told me to take vitamins, and I just didn't really know, like, okay, maybe they help me and so on. So when I saw the scanner and I got to understand, like, what are antioxidants? I'd never heard of antioxidants before, and what this scanner could do, I was like, oh my goodness, this is an amazing opportunity. And back then, the scanner that we used, it took us about 1 hour to calibrate it, and and I would say about 20 to 30% of the time, it didn't even really work. And we still felt like we had the biggest opportunity in the world. And this is before even antioxidants were even known. Like, people they never even heard of antioxidants.
Amazing, brilliant. And I've heard about the story of that scanner. I've never ever used it, but I heard of it. We had the trolley dolly one that we used to carry around with us, which was still fairly big, but nothing like what you guys had. So, real honesty here, how successful were you with the scanner in the beginning?
It was tough. I mean, I remember back in the early days, I was in London actually on a trip, and I went to meet a chiropractor. And, you know, I kind of called him up and I said, look, I've got to come in about an hour and a half earlier, just set this thing up. And he just couldn't see himself using this technology every day by setting it up for an hour and a half to calibrate it. So it was really tough, but we still ended up getting quite a lot of people on the product. We still ended up getting people interested in the business because we were so passionate about it, and we ended up getting our own stories about the Life Hack. And that's something I suggest for anybody that's working with this is get your own story, meaning, you know, get scanned, whatever score you're at, see how you can improve that score within the next 6 months, 12 months, and as high as possible, right? And then you have a story to tell people of how it's made you feel getting on the product, and how the technology has made you motivated to improve your health as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And off camera, we were just having a quick chat, and one of the things that you mentioned was you weren't sure that, like, the UK market was really ready for the scanner at that time. And I worked with the scanner about 8 years ago, and I definitely don't think the UK market was properly ready, whereas now I don't think the timing could be any better. So what would be your experience of timing with the scanner and your thoughts of it now in comparison to 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, today it's consumers are so knowledgeable about nutrition and so on a lot of times. So you just got to go out there and scan as many people as possible, and they're going to want the best products. They're going to want to increase their score so much more. Whereas back then they were like, well, what does this really mean for my health? Whereas now, you know, you hear the word antioxidants, and you open up any health magazine, and it's pretty much on every single page in the entire magazine, right? And so I feel like right now everybody's more knowledgeable about the importance of nutrition. Everybody cares a lot more about their health and wellness, and it's a massive trend that we said back then it was going to be huge, but today it really is huge. And that's what makes it super exciting today, is that anybody can go out and really bring the scanner anywhere. So it's portable. It's, you know, you can get it up and running right away, which we had issues obviously many years ago, and it's incredibly accurate. You know, from what I've heard, it's more accurate than a blood or urine test for measuring antioxidants. And to be able to do that non-invasively in like 30 seconds is amazing. So anybody, I just really don't understand why anybody working with health, wellness, nutrition, preventative health would not want to use a tool like this in their businesses. For me, it's just it's puzzling if they wouldn't want to, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then what about people that don't work in that field? Do you think the scanner is still a good option for them, or do you think that it should predominantly be people that are already in the health and wellness arena?
No, I mean, look at me. Like I don't have a health professional background or anything. I was in banking, and yeah, sure, I played sports at a high level, but I'm just an entrepreneur. So anybody who's an entrepreneur and wants to create this this income with the scanner. I mean, what's so good about it is that people who tend to get on LifePack tend to stay there for years and years, if not decades. I mean, I've got the most loyal customers that I have in my entire business are the people that are on LifePack and maybe have been scanned 2 or 3 times, and they understand the importance of taking that LifePack, whether it's once a day or twice a day. I mean, they are just constantly taking this product over and over again and know the importance of it. But also, I feel that today, I know that there's a lot of people in the hair and beauty industry in the UK that are starting to understand the importance of nutrition in terms of growing your nails, in terms of growing your hair, in terms of your skin health. Your skin health is one of the biggest things you'll see with LifePack, for example, and Marine Omega. Taking those products, your skin just starts to radiate. And that's what everybody wants. So I feel like those markets, the beauty and hair salons as well, now they're now starting to sell supplements and so on. And why not have a scanner sitting there inside your salon and so on? So, and then also there's the whole side of like corporate health as well. You know, anybody working with corporate health, why not have a scanner to scan all the employees as well? So I don't know. I just feel like anybody can step into this, be an entrepreneur, take that scanner wherever you go, tell the story, tell your story. You know, that's another thing, is to learn a little bit more about the Pharmanex story. It's absolutely fascinating to listen to. There's a wonderful 30-minute thing by Dr. Joe Chang of telling the Pharmanex story. And it's like, just kind of learn that in 1 or 2 minutes of, and how amazing that is. And you just kind of go out and tell the world.
Yeah, I think sometimes people can get really hung up again on the detail of the scanner, and that stops them from moving forward. When really it's no different than learning the business briefing. It's just learning a few key points and then like being really honest with someone when they ask the question. You know, like I'm 10 years working with the scanner and I still don't know the science. I've no interest in knowing the science because I believe and trust my scientists, and it's having the confidence and the courage to say, I don't know, I'm an entrepreneur, but what I do know is that this is absolutely backed by science and that we have a team behind us. Would you agree with that? Would there be any other advice you would give for people who get stuck?
Yeah, I think that if you're, even if you are really, really science-based yourself, like I would always kind of stay away from that part and say like, look, we have that available. If you really want to see it, I'll send you the information. But if you go into too much detail about it, it's going to be, a lot of times you just end up confusing people. And so keep it very, very simple and bring just what you said there, bring your passion about, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm here to build a business. And of course, if you're scanning somebody in terms of them getting on the product, tell your story, build a story of yourself, find other people that have great stories of how they've improved their health. Those are the more important stories than knowing all the science and so on, right?
Yeah, we had to, the gentleman that introduced me to the business, my sponsor, he was a doctor and initially didn't have success with the scanner, and his sponsor, or one of his uplines, sorry, who was Lon Wardrobe, who'd got to Team Elite in like 6 hours, he turned around and said to him, drop the doctor title. If you walk around with the doctor title using this technology, people think that they can't possibly know what you know. So drop the title and you'll have success. So it's all about storytelling and having the confidence and knowing that the scanner makes a difference to people's lives. And we have that technology available. So I'm going to go back a little bit about what you said about health, using the health scanner within like salons, because this is an area where we're actually growing quite well. And it's just to share some information. And the fact that like Wella, the hair company Wella, they've brought out their own supplement range because they know the importance of health. But a lot of like spas and like your bigger spas, they're implementing the scanner because they're able to use that along with the new skin products. So it is an area where people really need to start working in, and like you say, the corporate side as well. And I don't know, do you remember, again, years ago, I had a big deal with Standard Life. Was it Standard Life? No, Prudential. And I was down in London and Rick came, and I think you maybe came as well, and Guy came, and we were all in there scanning lots of people. And it's like a 2-day event. It was just brilliant. And to bring teams together and do that is so much fun. There is so much fun you can have with the scanner. So why do you think now is the time for the scanner in the UK market? Because let's be honest, nobody's actually cracked it in the UK yet.
Well, that's the thing. Like me, as an entrepreneur, I always like to kind of like pioneer different markets. I mean, I'm just actually right now just stepped out of a Russian networking event because I want to pioneer the Russian market, right? So anyway, so I feel the same thing with the scanner. It's like nobody has placed loads and loads of scanners in the UK, so there's nobody really using it, which means that you can be the pioneer, and that's always exciting because it's like when you can get in there towards the beginning, even though like it's not the beginning, it is the beginning today because there's nobody really doing this. And especially with how easy it is to use a scanner today. It's it's so quick. It's just instant. You bring it wherever you go. So that's why I feel like right now there's never ever been a better time than right now. And also just the general knowledge of people with nutrition and their interest in improving their health as well. So that's why I believe if you are having success with the other side, with new skin and skincare, stick to that. If you're having success with the social media, stick to that. But if you have a passion for health and wellness, if you're brand new in the company and this is how you came into the company, I would focus on this right now. You have so much potential to build a huge business and having incredibly uh, this retention of customers with this kind of, I'm not even sure if we can say passive income, but it's just like, that's the key to this, right? And that's what the scanners can do. They're all like little oil wells where you can just pump oil, and this is what the way I see the scanners is, it's like each scanner that you place out in the marketplace potentially will give you, I'm not sure, 100, 200, 300 pounds per month if they do really, really well, right? And that's what's so interesting. It's like, how can I get more of these scanners out? How can I get more people using these scanners? How can I get my teams using the scanner more often?
So for people that are maybe really new to the scanner program, do you want to just briefly, if I'm not putting you on the spot here, do you want to just briefly let people know how they can get a scanner now in comparison to how it used to be?
Yeah, so we only have a few left, but essentially, you used to have to get to brand representative, which is 6,000 pounds of sales, and then you have to do a month of 3,000 in sales. So it's 9,000 pounds in sales pretty much to get a scanner before. Whereas now we have a program in place where there's only a few scanners left like this, but still there's still some left, and there will still be some in the next few months. And if you do just 500 pounds, 500 points worth of products in your team, it could be any products whatsoever, you will then be able to message a company and get your hands on a scanner to lease a scanner. And that's just amazing. Like, you can just get one instantly. It used to take months and months and months to get there, and now people can do it right away. And that's super, super exciting, because you can also then copy paste that model over and over again. And that's what's so good about it.
Yeah, and it's brilliant because yourself and Pamela Vickers from the US and myself, the three of us got together, spoke with the company to implement this. They said yes, which were like, woohoo, which was brilliant because of the work that went in. And we had other people helping, like Darren, Ferniho and Carrie Lamb. They were helping us put that package together and go to the company. So thank you so much to everybody for that. But I don't know if you heard them saying in Marbella, Tarragona, that the year 2020 is the year of Farminex. Did you hear them announce that? Like, that got me really, really, really excited. I've hardly slept since I've come back from Tarragona, because I'm like, how can I get more people out with those scanners? So we know that the year 2020, the company are actually concentrating on Farminex. And do you know one of the reasons why they've chosen to do that?
No, I mean, I think there's a lot of different reasons, and some of it is that hopefully we also might even see a few new products coming out in Europe as well. But it's going to be really, really exciting. I think that the company is focusing on both the skincare and the nutrition now, more than nutrition, because we've had more of the skincare over the last few years. But the nutrition is absolutely amazing in our company, and like I said, the residuals from that is so great. But do you know anything I don't know?
No, I just wonder. I was actually testing you, because I know that
yeah.
if I tested you that way, if you knew something, you'd let it go.
Yeah, no. So hopefully we'll see a little bit. Obviously, Europe is always more difficult with regulations and so on. But that's what's they're really pushing to see how we can bring out a few new products as well next year. So we're looking forward to hearing what they have to come with.
Awesome. Brilliant. Daniel, I've taken up enough of your time. I appreciate you jumping out the networking meeting to join us for this. Our first ever live, well, it's not live, but it is. It's a pre-recorded one. So we'll get it right next time, but at least we've got something for people to plug into and to watch. But thank you so much for your time. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm excited for what's to come with the Biophotonic scanner. I do believe that it's a fantastic way to build that solid foundation in your business, to create those ADRs and to make a difference. And again, like we say, just finding someone in the UK market that is going to be the Emma Carpenter of Farminex, which will be awesome when we find that person. So thank you so much for your time. Anything else you'd like to close with?
No, just thank you so much for everything that you do, Susie. You're doing an absolutely fantastic job with all of this. So thank you. And everybody, go out there and just scan the world. Let's do it. Scan the UK.